Hi, my name is Dr. Lander here at Advanced Animal Care in Richmond, Kentucky. Today we're going to be talking about dog vaccinations.
All right, Dr. Lander, what exactly are dog vaccinations?
So vaccinations, just like in people, maybe it's a little more relatable that way, are substances that are injected into the patient to help build immunity against certain viruses, bacteriums, diseases in general.
How do vaccines impact the health and well-being of my dog?
They help build immunity against those diseases.
Are vaccines required by law?
Yes, especially the core vaccines. Rabies maybe comes first to thought because, if your dog were to bite someone or another dog, if they're up to date on vaccines, especially that rabies, that's really important.
Does my dog's lifestyle factor into what vaccines my veterinarian will recommend?
Absolutely. So maybe they hike a lot or they're exposed around a lot of water. Definitely recommend Lepto in that case, especially if they hike as well. Lyme disease, maybe they're exposed to a lot of ticks. Really common one is if they go to dog parks or they go to boarding facilities, is that Bordetella for Kennel Cough.
How soon should I get my dog vaccinated?
So the typical age to kind of start with puppy vaccines is 6 to 8 to 9 weeks. That's kind of the first period there, and then each one after that, 3 weeks intervals there, with the last one being around maybe 4 months. And definitely after those puppy vaccines to help build that initial immunity is annual vaccines.
Do I really need to avoid allowing my puppy to socialize with other dogs until they are fully vaccinated?
Absolutely. So this is a really big point for me too. So sometimes maybe people may think that, we've received all of our puppy vaccines. Number one, those puppy vaccines should be administered by a veterinarian. These administered or sold at least by other corporations may not be temperature regulated, whereas in a veterinary hospital they're temperature regulated and backed by multi-million-dollar companies. So that's number one. Two, we need to wait at least 3 to 4 weeks after the last puppy vaccine until we're exposed to unvaccinated dogs, unknown environments, because things like Parvovirus, which can be really detrimental, very expensive to treat, let alone could even be fatal, can live in the environment. That virus can live in the environment for years.
So why is it important to avoid missing a dog vaccination?
It's kind of that whole point of building immunity. Certain vaccines especially need to have a booster period where unfortunately if we don't make it within that certain amount of time, ideally 3 weeks, then we may have to start over and then add another booster.
Last question, what diseases are prevented with vaccinations?
So prevention is kind of a hard term in the way that nothing is 100% preventable, but definitely assist and kind of increase your odds of providing immunity and prevention of certain diseases for your pet. But parvo distemper, so DA2PP is what it stands for, distemper, adenovirus, parainfluenza, and parvovirus. Rabies is another one, leptospirosis, all of that you may have in the environment. Certain things that we vaccinate for hopefully will help you prevent it against.